Topic 2. Demand and Supply. The Vegetable Market War Story. The story of how prices are really born. The morning market. Every morning in a town called Suryapur, a vegetable market opened near the bus stand. There were tomato sellers, onion sellers, potato farmers, fruit carts, hundreds of buyers. People shouted, "Fresh tomatoes, cheap onions, come fast." The market looked noisy, but hidden inside that noise was the secret law of economics. Meet Ravi the farmer. Ravi was a tomato farmer. Every day, he brought tomatoes to market in his old tractor. One year, rain was good. Harvest became huge. His farm produced too many tomatoes. Ravi became happy. He thought, "This year I will become rich." But when he reached market, something shocking happened. The price collapsed. Every farmer had huge tomatoes. Tomatoes everywhere. Baskets, trucks, roadsides. Buyers walked slowly. Nobody was desperate. Shopkeepers said, "Too many tomatoes today. We'll buy only at low price." Yesterday, 40 rupee per kg. Today, 5 rupee per kg. Ravi's face became pale. "Ravi's pain." Ravi shouted, "How is this possible? Tomatoes are fresh. I worked so hard." But market didn't care about his emotions. Because economics follows demand and supply. The first big law. When supply becomes very high but demand does not rise equally, price falls. Why? Because sellers compete with each other. Each seller fears, "If I don't sell now, tomatoes will rot." So sellers themselves reduce prices. Next year, opposite problem. Next year, heavy floods came. Crops failed. Many farms destroyed. Very few tomatoes reached market. But buyers? Still many. Now people rushed. "Give tomatoes quickly. I need for cooking." Shopkeepers smiled quietly. Price became 100 rupee per kg. Now buyers suffered. The second big law. When demand is high but supply is low, price rises. Why? Because buyers compete against each other. Everyone fears, "If I don't buy now, I may get nothing later." So buyers themselves push prices upward. Price is a fight. Understand deeply. Price is not fixed magically. Price is a daily fight between buyers and sellers. Buyers want cheap. Sellers want expensive. Market price is where both sides temporarily agree. That point is called equilibrium. A small girl's question. One day Ravi's daughter asked, "Father, why not always sell at 100 rupees?" Ravi laughed sadly. He explained, "Price is not decided by my wish. It is decided by scarcity and demand." That is market reality. Demand, the human side. Demand does not mean, "I want something." Real demand means desire plus money plus willingness to buy. A poor child may want an iPhone, but without money, economics does not count it as demand. Painful truth. But real truth. Supply. The producer side. Supply means how much sellers are willing to sell at different prices. If prices rise, producers become excited. Production increases. If prices fall, producers lose motivation. How demand and supply create inflation. One year, fuel prices rose. Transport became costly. Vegetables became expensive everywhere. People blamed shopkeepers. But reality was bigger. Transport cost high. Supply chain weak. Production affected. That became inflation. Who controls demand and supply? Many things. Rainfall, wars, fuel prices, salaries, government policy, festivals, fear, rumors. Economics is deeply connected to human psychology. The onion panic story. One rumor spread. Onions may become scarce. People started buying extra onions. Homes stored sacks. Suddenly, demand exploded. Shortage became wars. Price jumped again. Sometimes, fear itself creates inflation. Then government enters. Government saw public anger. It imported onions, released buffer stocks, restricted exports. Why? To increase supply. Because increasing supply reduces prices. The biggest secret. Demand and supply are not only about vegetables. They control gold prices, petrol prices, house prices, wages, stock markets, even jobs. The entire economy moves through this invisible tug-of-war. When markets fail, sometimes markets become unfair. Big companies hide stock, create artificial scarcity, manipulate prices. Then government must regulate, because pure markets without morality can hurt society. How UPSC toppers write this? Not, price is determined by demand and supply. Instead, market prices emerge from continuous interaction between consumer demand and producer supply, influenced not merely by production conditions but also by expectations, psychology, policy interventions, and external shocks. That is understanding. Final memory line. Never forget this. Price is the language through which scarcity speaks to society. If this one sentence stays in your mind, you will understand markets forever. Next topic. Money. Why human civilization invented money. You will understand. Barter failure. Origin of money. Banking foundation. Why currency has value. Digital money. Trust in economy. Through one long human story.